Hello everyone, welcome to Convention and Event Services. My name is Stephen Hilborn and I will be your instructor for the next 13 weeks. So what we're going to do today on this short video is just go through the syllabus and give you an idea of what you can expect as we go through this course. So I'll go through it bit by bit. This video shouldn't be more than 5 or 10 minutes. And essentially, it'll just introduce you to the course, as there will be a few things I need you to do in advance. So, as I said, the course is called Convention and Event Services, and the delivery mode will be mixed. So many of you have told me that you prefer the asynchronous, which means that you can do the material as needed whenever it makes sense. Now, we can't do that completely for this particular course, but we will try to mix it up as much as possible, and that'll be shown throughout the week-to-week learning schedule. So it's going to be delivered asynchronously as much as possible. My name is Stephen Hilborn. You can request any meeting times. As long as I'm available, I will meet, and this is my WebEx link, so you can click on that just through here. Every time that we have a live class, I will always put an announcement with the WebEx link so you know how to reach me easily. And our particular class will be Thursday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Now that's important to note because from Thursday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. is when you're going to be doing any of the live classes with me, as well as any of the tests, which there are 2. Moving on. So the course description, it's Convention and Event Services, and it will develop the fundamental principles and practices involved in conference and event planning. And we look at things such as site selection, room setup, audiovisual entertainment, food and beverage, social event planning, and now the big part of this will be virtual events as well, and their place in the future of events. Many of you have worked in a lot of events, especially during your co-ops. My full expectation is that while this particular industry has been hit hard, it'll make a pretty fast comeback. And you'll see that in the first week's lesson. We speak about the current scenario versus the post-COVID scenario. I won't go through each individual learning outcome. There are 5 general learning outcomes. One of these was to assist an experienced convention service manager, myself, or event planner in the planning and execution of a group function. So typically this class would always volunteer and help for the career fair. Now I'll talk about it more as we go through, but the career fair will now be a virtual one. So you will assist with the day of, but you'll also just be a part of the planning process and just know what we're doing to get through it. Let's move down past the evaluations to the week-to-week schedule of activities. So there's a few things I want you to first see here. Anything in green is an indication that you need to be there for class. So if there's a few live classes, I think there are 4 guaranteed that you actually have to be somewhere from Thursday 8 to 11. Or another specific time. Otherwise, if there's no green, then you can assume that this is an asynchronous portion, that you will do this on your own and work when it best suits your own schedule. So the first 2 weeks are exactly that. We will be putting lectures up for you. I'm going to be recording it just like I am right now, as well as a little bit more information and in-class notes and other useful learning aids. So week 1, we'll go through what is the Connect to Careers, a little bit more about the course, and an introduction to the events industry. Week 2, we talk about goals and objectives, how to set them. It's also New Year, so it's kind of really timely. And then also program development of events. Week 3, I will have a lecture. So the lecture will be on site selection of a needs analysis, so how to determine needs for an event. And then also a little bit on selling yourself, because it goes well hand in hand with the Connect to Careers. But on top of that, we're going to have a live class. So at 8 a.m., maybe 9 a.m., we will see. We will meet in our WebEx, and I will show you a couple things. First of all, I will show you the Hopin, which is the virtual platform we'll be using for the career fair. All of you will have to create a profile. So I'll just go through that, show you how you would create a profile, and give you an idea of how this virtual career fair will work. And then I'm also going to show you Virbela. So Virbela is our first assignment. It's centered around that. And Virbela is an avatar-based virtual reality software. So it's free for anyone that wants to try. You will have to download it to your computer. It takes about 20 minutes or so for the download, and then you have to create an avatar that looks like you. It's actually just a lot of fun. And the idea for this is that you'll be doing a site selection of a virtual space. So you'll be going in through and doing an assignment based on a site selection of a virtual space. It'll be given to you the week prior to that. We won't go too much more into that, but it's really neat, and I think you're going to like it a lot. And then the following week will be, again, there'll be no actual lecture. Instead, what you'll be doing is meeting me in Virbela at the welcome area at 8 or 9 a.m. I haven't decided what time. And then we will do a little tour, and then you will go off and do the assignment on your own pace. Now, cool thing about this, once you have access, once you're in, you can use this wherever and whenever. It's actually great for group work. It's great for meeting with your friends if you can't actually meet them for a lockdown or geographic reasons. You'll see. It's pretty cool. And then week 5, we come back and we have a regular asynchronous class with a lecture video posted for you. And this will be the week that first assignment is due. I won't go too much farther. I'll just go up until reading week. So week 6 is when we will have the actual career fair. So again, there's not going to be any material. And instead of class meeting on our Thursday, the expectation is that you will attend the Connect to Careers via Hopin and do a reflection paper on a virtual career fair. Now, there's a bunch of questions that I'll be asking you. So you'll go, priority number 1 is get yourself a job. It could be a co-op. Some of you do have co-ops at the end of your schooling. It also could be just a post-grad position. So you're graduating in April and you want a really good job, and all of the companies will be there. But on top of that, I also want you to go through and give yourself kind of see all the different areas of this virtual platform. What are the advantages and disadvantages, and generally just how you feel about it. And then week 7 will be your midterm. There's 2 tests, both were 20%. They are all multiple choice, true and false questions. And that will be based on all of the actual material that we will learn through the video lectures. So I'll be putting in the weekly learning in those on Blackboard. You'll have your video as well as in-class notes and test reviews and things like that. So make sure you do watch those videos, because 40% of your mark is based off them. That is also the week that you'll have your final Connect to Careers reflection paper due. So at the end of our first 7-week chunk, we will have finished 50% of the course. So I think that's a fantastic way to go about it. And then we have reading week, and then we get into the next huge chunk. So there will be a guest speaker. So we have one more live class in week 9, which is the week of March 15th. And then after that, it's all on you, whenever it makes sense. Another note, I should say, yes, the final test both tests have to be completed during our regularly scheduled class time, Thursday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Down here is just a little bit of information about exactly what I just said, how the assignments will be submitted, and they'll be submitted through the Assignments tab on Blackboard. The green text indicates that you need to be somewhere specific that week, and the red text indicates that there's an evaluation, so make sure you don't miss it. I'll be posting quite a bit of announcements to keep you up to date. Other than that, there's nothing much more you need to know at this point. So the first time I will actually see you will be the first time I will actually see you will be February the 4th. But until then, look at all the weekly lecture videos. Make sure you stay caught up. Check out Virbela.com. Download it well in advance. You can get in there right now if you want and have some fun with it. And then until then, have fun, stay safe, and look forward to this semester.